Basic principles of construction of foundations. At the end of this topic, you will be able to define and list the functions of various foundations, draw various foundations and indicate their suitability, list the equipment and methods used in excavating foundation trenches, sketch and describe temporary support to the sides of deep trenches in various soils, list various methods and the equipment used to mix the concrete in a site, explain batching of concrete by weight and volume and compare the two methods, lay a strip foundation. Introduction to foundation. Imagine you have decided to construct a building on a site. What would be your first work? Well, it is obviously laying a foundation. Foundation is the base of any building. There are different types of foundation constructed on a site. A building's stability is based on its foundations. In this topic, let us learn the basic principles of construction of foundations. Functions of a foundation. Foundation is the lower portion of any building located below the ground level, supporting the whole structure. Now, let's learn about the functions of a foundation. Foundation gives a leveled and hard surface to construct the building. It receives and transmits the loads from the building to the underlying soil and keeps the structure safe. The loads are distributed evenly, preventing an unequal settlement of the building. The foundation increases the building stability against sliding and overturning that may be caused by the wind, flood, earthquake, etc. In some places, the soil swells and contracts due to the presence of water in the soil. In such cases, the foundation prevents the formation of cracks in the structure. Types of foundation and their suitability. Foundations are of two types. They are shallow foundation and deep foundation. First, we shall discuss the shallow foundation. Shallow foundations are those constructed near the ground surface. Normally, the depth of this foundation is less than its width or less than 3 meters. The different types of shallow foundations are isolated footings or spread footing, strip footing, strap or cantilever footing, combined footing, mat or raft footing. Shallow foundations are also called footings. A spread footing transmits the load of a single column to the soil. The different types of spread footing are single footing, stepped footing, and sloped footing. This type of foundation is suitable for ordinary residential buildings. Strip footing is also called wall footing. It is a continuous strip of foundation built under a wall. In some cases, when the building columns are constructed with less spacing, constructing spread footing may cause an overlapping of the columns. Hence, in such cases, strip footing can be constructed. Strap or cantilever footing is a type of foundation consisting of two single footings connected by a beam. This type of foundation is suitable for columns with more spacing. Combined footing is constructed to support two or more columns that are so close to each other. Mat or raft footing consists of a thick reinforced cement concrete slab covering the whole area of the building. This type of foundation is used in places where the soil is very loose. Deep foundations are those found very deep below the finished ground surface, usually at depths greater than 3 meters. Generally, deep foundations are suitable for buildings constructed on soft soil, like seashore. The different types of deep foundations are pile foundation, pier foundation, and caisson foundation. A foundation constructed with piles is called a pile foundation. A pile is a long cylinder made of materials like concrete or steel. Piles are pushed into the ground to act as a steady support for the buildings built over it. A pier foundation consists of a cylindrical column with a large diameter to support and transfer the loads from the building. Caissons are precast cylinders sunk to the required level on the ground. The soil is excavated from within the caisson and filled with reinforced cement concrete. Equipment and methods used in excavating foundation trenches. For small buildings, excavation is carried out manually with pickaxes, shovels, spades, wheelbarrows, etc. Picks are used to dig up the soil. Shovels are used to remove the dug up soil. Spades are used to level the bottom of the excavation, which is also used to load the earth in the wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows are used to transmit the excavated soil away from the excavation area. For a bigger construction work, mechanical plants are used. They are bulldozer, back actor, mechanical auger, dump truck, and tipper truck. A bulldozer is used to push large quantities of soil, sand, and rubble during construction work. A back actor or backhoe is used to dig down the soil. A mechanical auger is used to drill holes in the ground. A dump truck is used to transport the excavation materials over a short distance. A tipper truck is used to transport a large amount of excavated materials to a location away from the construction site. Temporary support to the sides of deep trenches in various soils. For hard soils, when the depth of excavation is less than 1.5 meters, the sides of the trench do not need any external support. But if the depth of the trench is large and the subsoil is loose, the sides of the trenches may cave in. In this case, timbering support is most suitable. Timbering of deep soil trenches can be carried out by stay bracing, box sheeting, vertical sheeting, runner system, and sheet piling. Stay bracing is suitable for a fairly firm soil. Box sheeting is suitable for loose soil. Vertical sheeting is suitable for soft soil. Runner system is suitable for loose and soft soils. And sheet piling is suitable for loose and soft soils. Methods and equipments used in mixing concrete. Concrete can be mixed by two methods. They are hand mixing and machine mixing. Hand mixing. In a clean, hard surface, concrete mixing should be carried out. In hand mixing, the cement and sand are first mixed together in a dry condition. Then, coarse aggregates are spread uniformly on the platform. These materials are mixed together manually using a shovel. Water is then added slowly and mixed to get a uniform mixture. This type of mixing process is generally used for small construction works. Machine mixing. For bigger projects, a large quantity of concrete is required. In that case, machine mixing is used. In this mixing process, the materials are filled in the mixture, followed by the addition of water. After adding water, the mixture should be continuously turned over for at least 2 minutes. Ready-mix concrete. Ready-mix concrete is used for a mass construction work. They are prepared in the site or plant and transported. Batching of concrete. Batching is the process of measuring the desired quantity of various concrete materials. Batching is performed by two methods. They are volume batching and weight batching. In volume batching, an open box called gauge box is used to measure the quantity of various materials. For a 1:2:4 ratio, the cement is measured by filling the gauge box one time. For fine and coarse aggregates, the gauge is filled 2 and 4 times. Volume batching is not an accurate method because when the fine aggregates are wet, its volume increases by 25%. Also, the weight of cement per unit volume also varies depending upon the compaction of gauge box. In weight batching, the concrete materials are weighed by weight machine. Compared to volume batching, weight batching is more accurate for measuring the concrete materials. Strip foundation. Let's now see how a strip foundation is constructed to support a wall. Dig a trench using back actor of required width and depth. Fix the framework based on the soil condition to avoid the soil from caving in. Place the reinforcements as per the given plan. After that, pour the concrete over the reinforcement and tamp it well. Further, cure the footing with water for a minimum of 7 days. Then, apply a layer of damp-proof course over the foundation to prevent rising of moisture. After following these steps, we shall proceed to build the wall. Summary. In this topic, you have learnt that foundation is the lower portion of the building located below the ground level, supporting the whole structure. Foundations are of two types. They are shallow foundation and deep foundation. For small buildings, excavation is carried out manually with pickaxes, shovels, spades, wheelbarrows, etc. For a bigger construction work, mechanical plants are used. They are bulldozer, back actor, mechanical auger, dump truck and tipper truck. Timbering of deep soil trenches is carried out by stray bracing, box sheeting, vertical sheeting, runner system and sheet piling. Concrete is mixed by two methods. They are hand mixing and machine mixing. Batching is performed by two methods. They are volume batching and weight batching. Strip footing is a continuous strip of foundation built under a wall.